Hi, thanks for tuning in to this One Cool Thing video on reading circles. The idea behind reading circles is to engage students in conversations about a reading. This could be an article, a chapter from the textbook, a poem, a story, any non-fictional text, etc. Whatever is appropriate for you. And the students are given 4 post-it notes. Typically, if you're going to be doing this activity in groups of 4, you'd want to have 4 different colors. But if you only have one color, that's fine too. They can kind of put their name on it to indicate that it's theirs. And what the students are tasked to do is to write the 4 most salient ideas or points from the reading. So as they're reading, they could be marking up their reading or just completing post-it notes. Maybe you could even give them multiple post-it notes, maybe say 10, and as they're doing the reading, depending on how long it is, they're making notes of important ideas. When they're done with the reading, they would have 4 of their most salient ideas, the 4 most important points. And now they come together as a group, and as a group, they would have this bullseye. So if you're going to be doing this activity multiple times, you'd maybe want to create a set of these and maybe have them laminated. But you could even have like those wax pencils to have the students just draw a circle. If you have whiteboard space on your walls, you could just simply go and draw the bullseye on the whiteboards. Once you have this simple bullseye, students come together and now discuss their post-its. So they're going to put all 4 of their post-its on the outer edge of the circle, and they're each going to take turns discussing what they wrote. And the purpose here is for them to all have a student voice in the conversation and to contribute to the circle. Everybody is going to have to add their ideas. And as they're discussing their ideas, they're discussing what they have in common and what they wrote. Are there ideas that multiple people came up with? Or are there ideas that some people didn't catch that might have been important? As a group, they're going to discuss what to put into the inner circle. So they're going to need to move, each student will need to move 2 of their own post-it notes into the first circle. So these post-its, there could be overlap or these could all be different, but these represent some of the most important ideas from the reading, the main focus of the reading, the point of the reading. From here, they now need to have a further discussion to figure out, okay, of these, what are the most important ideas? So now they have to distill it down to 4 post-its. So they've got to debate, discuss, compare, contrast, and move the 4 in. Now, this picture I've shown, all 4 students are contributing 1 color, but at this point, if one student had 2 really good post-its, or maybe the way they wrote it was really good, they can do it. So at this point, it doesn't necessarily have to be equitable, but everybody should at this point be discussing it and have contributed equally, at least in the first phase. At this point, they should have really distilled that reading down into the most important ideas that are represented now within that innermost circle. At this point, it's time for the teacher to open this up to a larger discussion. Teacher can go around calling on each student group to share what they put in their inner circle. If they really are the main ideas, you should have some commonality between student groups. So this is a good opportunity to just kind of reinforce, but also hear each person or each group's perspective on the topic. There might have been things that were missed. So as a teacher, if you catch that people were missing a major idea or not quite understanding it, it's a good time to clarify. And you can also have a conversation about that outer circle. What were important but not as important details that didn't make the cut? And so you can use that as an opportunity to broaden the conversation as well. So that's it for reading circle. That's kind of the idea. You could be centering this conversation around, content. You could be centering it around grammar. You could be centering it around, cross-cutting ideas or big ideas. You could really tweak this to your purpose. You could even go one step further and even do this activity after a movie. So maybe as students are watching a movie or a documentary, they could be taking notes on Post-its or on a sheet of paper, and then at the conclusion, they could be writing their main ideas, key ideas from the movie on those post notes and then go through the activity. And I'm sure there's even more ideas that you could follow up, but take it and run with it. All right, so that's the idea behind reading circles. Thanks for watching.